Thank you, and good evening. It's a pleasure to be with you today in Hartford, and I'd like to begin by thanking Governor Rell for her presence today and for her remarks, and it was particularly stimulating for me to hear how the mail was delivered in one day. I would also like to thank John Rathgeber for inviting me here today as CBIA's President and CEO, as well as Samuel Bergamy, the Chairman of the Board, for such a nice introduction. Next year will be Pitney Bowes' 90th year in business, a company that was founded in Connecticut, headquartered in Connecticut, and has remained in Connecticut. We understand that part of our longevity in this region is due in part to the partnerships we have had through this time frame with agencies such as the CBIA. From energy conservation to healthcare to talent retention to taxation, CBIA has actively engaged in the issues that matter. As a global technology company, we must deal with all sorts of issues, from issues such as traffic patterns in Connecticut to currency around the world and what the currencies are doing in the emerging markets such as China, what the exchange rates are, and everything that goes in between in that dynamic. When you think of the name of Pitney Bowes, you might think of us as the global leader in the mailing industry. However, we deliver a lot more value than that to our customers in ways that you might not normally think of. We are now one of the top 70 software companies in America and the global experts in location intelligence. If you utilize MapQuest, Yahoo, Microsoft, OnStar, or any of those devices with location intelligence, odds are you're using Pitney Bowes inside. This is new for many people. We are a growing software and services company, particularly focusing on the fast-growing SaaS or software as a service marketplace. And we have professional service component where we have on-site employees servicing many companies. About 1/3 of our employees are now on-site services employees. We help businesses manage their customer communications through both physical and digital channels. All 10,000 members of CBIA are operating in one of the most dynamic business environments in the history of the world. And I'd like to share with you this evening some of my perspectives on 3 opportunities that I see within the global economy. First is the opportunity for businesses of all sizes to use this economic downturn as a catalyst for positive change. Second is the opportunities presented by the evolving global marketplace. And third, the opportunities for this state to attract and retain companies, particularly in the technology area. The turbulence within our global economy has impacted businesses of all sizes in all industries everywhere in the world. In his book, 7 Lessons for Leading in a Crisis, the Harvard Business School professor Bill George states, coming out of a crisis, the market never looks the same as when you entered the crisis. And this is something that many businesses forget during a crisis. Leaders should see a crisis as an opportunity to reshape the market, to play to their strengths while shedding their weaknesses. I believe that all businesses can reshape their market competitiveness by focusing on transformation and on innovation. While it may feel counterintuitive, Now is the time to aggressively rethink your business, where to invest in new opportunities and prepare yourselves to win. That is what I mean by the word transformation. Customers have changed their spending habits. They've raised their expectations about the value they expect for what they receive. In other words, they just want more for less. Though some of this behavior could be seen as temporary, I believe that it is one of the factors driving lasting change in the way that goods and services are priced and purchased worldwide. Companies that provide higher value and are focused on delivering higher value to their customers will retain their existing customers and have a competitive advantage in attracting new customers. The key to increasing value for the customer is all about transformation. This process includes listening to employees and, of course, to your customers, assessing your strengths and your weaknesses, and making the changes necessary to deliver more and to deliver it more efficiently. Transformation is especially critical in times like these because it helps a business avoid the trap of short-term mentality. It's all too easy to let today's challenges obscure our view of tomorrow's opportunities. That is why sometimes the immediate reaction to economic turbulence is to just cut costs without necessarily examining the root causes that are driving those expenses and making those detailed changes that eliminate those costs. All of this cost cutting does not necessarily do anything to enhance value that we deliver to our customers.